Now, to tell us more about what is happening at this moment, we're being joined by Mr. Nathan Paul, and he's a columnist who specializes in African politics. Now, Mr. Paul, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on this broadcast and beyond. Jacob Zuma, the 82-year-old politician, is someone who's described as a man with 9 political lives in South African politics. Every time he goes down because of a conviction or the corruption scandal that he's involved in, he's managed to bounce back. And today, of course, the Constitutional Court is hearing this key appeal case, whether he can contest on the 29th of May or not. What do you think is likely to play out? Why does Jacob Zuma remain to be such a relevant character in South African politics?
It does seem to be a bit of a mystery why Jacob Zuma, even in his early 80s, is still such a formidable figure, not just in South Africa, but throughout sub-Saharan African politics. He has this enormous presence and an enormous support despite years of horrendous corruption allegations. And I think there's 2 parts for why that popularity remains. And one is like many other strongman dictators, like he has a very good ability, very good charisma. He brings people on site, and within all of those corruption allegations, there were a lot of people, a lot of mining companies, a lot of arms companies, and a lot of local businesses, and a lot of local politicians who were making an enormous amount of money out of the billions that Zuma was pillaging from the rest of the country. He's done a very good job of using the racial polarization in South Africa to position himself as still a bit of a freedom fighter, still be associated with the anti-apartheid cause. Those early days of the ANC, still has some of that legacy of Mandela supporting him. So some black South Africans, and particularly kind of rural areas as well, associate him with progress for their people, more rights, more opportunities, and don't quite make that association that his activities have actually led to the great blackouts across the country, the economic downturn, and the actual lack of opportunity that's facing so many South Africans today.
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Nathan Paul, for joining us and getting us that perspective there. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.